Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Sarah. I go by Lady Lugana, and this is my little corner of YouTube where I talk about my cross stitch and some of my other kind of crafting hobbies. It's been about 6 weeks since we last met. I had intended on coming back around the 4-week mark, but unfortunately, we had a lot of weird weather. I think, what was it, 2 weeks ago we got almost 28, it was 27 or 28 inches of snow. About a week before that we had a really heavy storm that knocked out power, it damaged the house, we had trees fall on our barn. We got very lucky, we had a very large tree that almost fell on the house. It was like very close to the house. And then this past weekend, we got another storm where we got another 8 to 9 inches. But luckily, we weren't without power this time. So it's been busy. And then I did a 9-day stint in a row of work. And so just on the recovery end of things. So I'm sorry I am delayed in getting back to spending time with you. But I look forward to meeting up today and showing you all the fun stuff I've been working on. So I guess kind of on the agenda, I have a couple new starts. I have a new start and a new finish. I have some whips, and I have my 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'm very excited to get into the mail for the lucky winner and hopefully see some fun stitching because of it. So let me start with, my brain just stopped. It's fuzzy. Well, actually, I will start with my finish. It's a new start and a finish. And I'm reaching, so I apologize. I have everything spread out kind of all around me. And so my husband and I went on a somewhat holiday this past weekend. Because I did a 9-day stint in a row, I had a couple of extra days off where I was post-call, and so we had a 4-day weekend. And we went to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We went up the coast of Maine. Unfortunately, they got hit harder by this past storm than we did, and there are still people who have no power there. Our hotel was completely booked out because they were booking line workers. So the electrical workers, the linemen were filling up the hotel so that they could service the electrical system. And so hotel was apparently turning hundreds of people away who were trying to find a place with power. So it wasn't the expected holiday. It was very relaxing. We didn't do a whole lot except sit in the hotel, and we did some exploring a couple days later where things started opening up. But because of that, I had a new start, 2 new starts in fact, and one was a finish. They were meant to be like my car travel pieces, small. This one is called Bewitching Pumpkin, and this is the one I finished. This is a Mill Hill ornament, and this is what it's called, Bewitching Pumpkins. I lost the cover. It fell into the slush and ice and sleet and grossness. And so, but that's okay because you'll be able to see what. I should have got a board. Maybe. No. I need to remind myself to get a little board. And so this is Bewitching Pumpkin. And I think it turned out quite cute. All things considered, it was a car stitch and a hotel stitch, and I got it done in 2 days, which I'm impressed with myself. And so this is on 14 count black perforated paper. It's using all the kit supplies. It's actually stitched 3/1. And it has seed beads and it has petite beads. These are petite beads down here. You can kind of see them. And I think it's adorable. And so what I'm going to do, I have 2 ornaments now complete. This is the evergreen sleigh. This is my second one. I'm going to get a piece of black felt, I think, and sew this one onto it. And then a piece of royal purple felt to go with this, what's the word? Bow. and that will be the Christmas one. And so my hope is to get a, do it this way. Hope is to get a Christmas tree and a little Halloween tree eventually to put these up. And so that was my finish, which is my first finish of the year, and I'm very excited. It's very cute. I really like this little tiny witch. She's so cute. Her little legs dangling there. Anyway, so that was my finish and one of my new starts. Actually, I have 3 new starts. My other new start was similar. It was a Jim Shore Mill Hill collaboration. It's called Candy Cane Santa. And this will be it's my other ornament for the year that I want to get done. This is also using perforated paper, 14 count, also stitched 3/1. And I didn't get as far on this one, but that is where I am. This is his sleeve is here, his coat is coming down, there's going to be little ornaments coming down here, and then this is getting up and working into his beard. So that is where that is. And these were fun to work on. They're easy to work on in the car. The holes are large. It doesn't require a lot of thought process. What I do when I have kits, I like to use these, I guess, floss cards, but they're plastic. And then I just go ahead and put the pre-sorted floss on it because I can just easily tie it down and not have any issues. So, and they're very easy to use. And this one required 2. It has a lot of color changes in it. But so that was my second new start, and that is Candy Cane Santa, which is a Jim Shore Mill Hill collaboration kit. So those are my first ones. Yeah. And they're very fun to work on. It's nice to see quick progress. So I guess I'll show you my third and last new start, which I guess this third new start is kind of, I should probably speak to the camera, is kind of crazy. I don't know why. It's a restart. I should say this is a restart. So this is a very well-loved and popular project. Let me pull it up. It is a full coverage piece, Heaven and Earth design. It is by Amy Stewart, and it is called The Stitching Shelf. A stitching shelf. And I started this a long time ago with my sister, and we decided we were going to do max colors, and I got maybe 75 stitches, maybe just over 100, and I didn't like it at all. It was a lot of color changing, a lot of confetti. So I switched back to the regular, and this is what it looks like. So it's beautiful. I love this piece. It's so pretty. Look at it. The colors, everything about it is just beautiful. And so I got about 1,000 stitches in on this. And this is, I keep them in my Lakewind Studio bags because they're nice and big. And I always stitch my full coverage pieces 1/1 full cross on 28 count. And this is where it is. And you can see the flowers are starting to come to life. I think it's lovely. I think I have been really drawn to full coverage lately. There's something cathartic about the process that I use for stitching it, and I very much enjoyed stitching this. In fact, it was hard to put away, but I also wanted to make progress on some other stuff, so I tucked it away. But that is my other new start / restart. And so now let's see, where shall I go next? I'll do my other full coverage whips so you can see them. So in addition, I have one focus full coverage piece, which is Empress Eugenie. And then I have 2 semi-focus full coverage pieces that I'm rotating through. The first one, which I will show you, is they're all heaven and earth design. This one is by Josephine Wall, and it's called Dress of Daydreams. Oh, it's so pretty. Look how, that's just, the artwork is beautiful. I love the contrast between the fiery warm color of her hair and then the cool colors of the sky and surrounding kind of image. I think it's beautiful. And so on this, I also got about 1,000 more stitches in. So I actually have a before on these ones because they're whips. So when last you saw it, this is what it looked like. Not much. And then I got over 1,000 stitches on this one. So you can see this is the sky kind of, let me see if I can get the picture up. Ooh. It's a top left corner start. So you can see this is kind of the sky that's coming down. And then I believe by the bottom of this page, I will start into her hair. And then on the second page, it is her head. So that is going to be lovely. And so it'll get another 1,000 stitches this next month because it is April. This is my April one that I will work on. And this also lives in a Lakewind studio bag. Quite lovely. And so my other full coverage piece is the one my husband picked out for the Year of the Dragon Sal. And this is called Dragon's Last Stand. It is Heaven and Earth Designs charted, but I do not know the artist. And I looked it up and I can't even remember now. But he picked this for the Sal that Erica and the Huga Stitcher are putting on. And this has been fun to work on. I haven't worked on my other dragon piece. I intend to do that, I think, this month. But in the meantime, I did get some on this dragon piece, and I'm starting in this corner up here. So I'm working on this tree, and I got about another 1,000 stitches on this one as well. So let me show you what it looks like. And this one, let me show you where I started on this. I feel like I'm out of practice, a little out of sorts today. Maybe because we just got back from our trip. So this is where we last met, and this is where it was. I had just started it, and I got over about 1,000 on it the first time. That's kind of the goal, is 1,000 each time I work on it. And this is where it is now. You can see this is the dark colors, the tree coming down. That looks really cool. And like I said, every, what's the word? Full coverage piece I do is, or I should say Heaven and Earth Design full coverage I do is 1/1 full cross on 28 count. So that is where that one is. Also in a Lakewind studio bag. It's like steampunkish. Makes me think of the dragon. And so that is where that one stands. So those were my, no, I have one more, the big one, the most important one. And this one I got a lot done on. I'm very excited to show you guys. This is my Empress Eugenie. I feel like I'm cruising along today. And when you last saw it, this is what it looked like. So that's about 3.5 pages, 3 and a little more, all background landscape. This is what it will look like when all done. If I can get it to open. And this is Empress Eugenie Surrounded by Ladies by Franz Xavier Winterhalter. It's gonna be so good. My sister, actually, I don't know who it was. I'll have to see if I can figure it out. She sent me a picture of someone who just finished this whole piece. They must have stitched monogamously on it because I think they got it done in like maybe over 3 years. Just 3 years. Just. It's crazy because it's over 330,000 stitches approximately. But I am excited because I got another page finish. If I can find it. Oh, and there's a head. There is a lady's head officially. Officially a lady's face has begun. Isn't that amazing? Oh! And so I got all of her head done. It looks so good. So 4 pages done in total. And now I'm working on the 5th page, which is over here on this side. And as I go down, I'll get into her dress, and then this will all be lady down on this other when I start the 6th page. So, and the goal each month for this is between 2,000 and 2,500 stitches, and that's more like 2,000, 3,000, but I tend to get around 2,500 stitches each month on this. And that is what I did with this month too. Isn't it just, eek? Oh, I can't wait till she's done. She's going to be so good. Look at that. It looks good. And so that is my other monthly goal that I was able to actually achieve this month. And that is Empress Eugenie Surrounded by Ladies, Franz Xavier Winterhalter. And you've all seen this bag. This is a Jasmine custom bag that she made with this project in mind for me. So those are all my full coverages. Like I said, I've been in a full coverage kind of mood. But I also decided to work on some ladies. But first, let me show you, this is another piece I bring out every Sunday that I've been trying to get done. I've actually made really good progress on it. It is living in this So Much to Love DIno bag, which I just adore. I love these bags. They're just, I love them. And this is called DIno Alphabet, and it's by Dear Sukie Crafts. And you can see it was a kit. You can still get this off of her Etsy. No longer sold as a kit, I don't believe, but sold as a PDF. When I purchased it, it came as a kit with 18 count white Aida, and it was adorable. I switched it up to a fabric 32 count fruit salad by my brain just stopped. I want to say Bewitch Me, but that's not it. Bestitch Me? I'm having a complete brain freeze. I'll put it down in the description box below. But I'm having a brain freeze. I don't know why. And when last you saw this, let me pull that up. This is where I was. Oh my goodness. I don't have the whole thing. Oh wait, no, that's a little too far. Where is it? Here it is. This is where I was. So I was up to P. And now this is where I am now. I've gotten all the way up to the last 2 pages. Well, that's the back. You don't want to see that. And that's what it looks like. So we've got, and what's unique about this piece is that the dinosaur that is associated with the letter is named after, like the letter correlates with their scientific name. So Ankylosaurus, Brontosaurus, and there's a whole lot more that I don't know how to pronounce. So I got the pterodactyl down here. This is the Triceratops. the T-Rex. My husband says one's a plesiosaurus, which is his favorite. I don't know which one that is. But isn't it just, oh, it's fun. Bright and colorful. And so this, I'm hoping, will be a finish the next time you see it. And then I can get it off to the framers to gift in July, because July is the one year birthday mark. So, oh, that's pretty. I'm just like ogling it myself. So that is, ooh, I just clinked my needle minders together. That is what I will pull out today to work on some more. And that is DIno Alphabet by Dear Sukie Crafts. I really am going through this quickly today. Pause and take a sip of water. This isn't water, this is coffee. Like I said, fuzzy brain, traveling in the snow. So I worked on some fancy ladies. They did not get as much attention as I wanted them to. But first, I'll save my fancy ladies for last. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I also worked on one other. It was random. I don't know. Just randomly decided it was time to work on it. And this is called Warm and Fuzzy. This is a Dimensions Petite kit. Dimensions Gold Petite kit. They're adorable. This is one of my husband's favorites. I don't know, I'm not sure I've shared this, but we collect teddy bears. I may have shared this, maybe even in my last video, but we collect teddy bears when we go antiquing. We look for old teddy bears to add to our collection, and we just got on this last trip. He's tucked away right now. I need to pull him out and show you guys. Is a mohair jointed teddy bear. So he's probably at least 50 to 60 years old is what they're saying. So my husband knows more about antiques than I do. He's an antiquer. I'm along for the ride. And so this is where it was the last time you saw it. I love dimensions. I mean, just look at that. Look at those faces. That's not even backstitched. Some of it is, but like this one's not backstitched at all. And look at all the color gradations, and very cool. And this is where I got to the last time we met, since we met. So I finished the teddy bear's face and ear, and what I was working on was the background, the wallpaper. So, and that is where I'm at. Yes. I forgot to show you the, I don't have it decorated. I'll have to show it next time when I decorate the March and April, words are hard today. March and April pages of the Book of Days. Like I said, words are very hard today. I don't know why. So that is my Dimensions Petite Gold. Very cute. Very, very cute. Let's see. Now my fancy ladies. Like I said, these didn't get as much attention. I was thinking about doing a Mira March. Some people were able to do that, and I think I will do Mira May or Fancy Lady May, but instead in March I did focus some on the 3 fancy ladies that I have going. The first one is a smaller one. This is Iris, which is a Nora Corbett design from her Nora Corbett line. And she's cute. She's quite lovely. And when last you saw her, this is what she looked like. She was headless. Completely headless. But she had 2 arms at least, and part of a wing. And now, this is what she looks like. quite a bit done on her. I was somewhat impressed with myself. Isn't she cute? I just pulled her off the Q-snap, so she is not ironed. But I got her head done. Always a good thing to have a head. And then I got the dress carried down a little bit more, and I started filling in that wing. And the wing is really going to be made beautiful by the back stitching. It's quite amazing. They use the fabric, which this is a 32 count cream Lugana. The back stitching on these wings are just going to be lovely. It's what's going to make it pop, I think. And that is her. Isn't she lovely? She's my Nora Corbett design I want to finish this year. And at the rate I'm going, I think I'll get a good decent chunk of her done. So, or I do have a good decent chunk of her done. I think I'll be able to get her finished. So that is Iris by Nora Corbett. And she's still readily available. She is not an out of print chart. So tuck her away. So I'll probably pull her back out in May and see how far I can get on her. The next one I did is a Joan Elliott. And, oh, I left the book. I'm gonna flip. Sorry, guys. So this is a Joan Elliott piece. It is called Oriental Lady of Wisdom. That is what she looks like. She's quite stunning. All these colors are absolutely amazing. She takes me a long time for whatever reason. When I stitch on her, I love stitching on her, but it takes more brain power than some of my other pieces that I work on. That and like Dimensions Gold kits are also kind of brain power heavy. But she is a piece that I am working on with one of my friends here. And we are stitching it on the same mystery fabric. She gifted me the fabric. It's kind of like this, I don't want to call it burlap because that's not the right word, but it's kind of this burlappy color. It's very pretty. And then, let me see, where was I the last time? Did I not get this one I may not have gotten a picture of. I can't remember. Or it's just been that long since I've worked on it. Let me take a peek. I may not have gotten a picture of this one, which is a bummer. Bummer, I forgot to take a picture of it. But this is where I am on this one. So what I did, I filled in this and carried it down. These are autumn leaves. They're autumn maples and Japanese maples. Japanese autumn maples. Is what they're supposed to be. And then I filled in part of her headdress and carried the fan over and started working on the fan. So there's a lot of color changes in this one too, but I feel like I don't have great light on this right now. My ring light, I'm gonna move you guys, sorry. I didn't set it up, I was bad. And this is what she is up close. But you can see this is like this burlappy, I don't know what to call it. It's pretty though. Harder to stitch on. I have to use magnifiers for this for whatever reason. Every time. I'm pretty sure it's a 32 count. I measured it out, but it may be like a tight 32, but. And this lives in my Little Boat 88 bag, which is lovely. I feel like the colors match too. So that is my second fancy lady. And then my last fancy lady is a Mirabilia. This is unfortunately an out of print Mirabilia. If I can get the card, here it is. It is Lady of the Flag. This is what she looks like. She's quite lovely. My goodness. She came out in honor of September 2001, or 9/11 and September 11th in 2001. And my aunt is the owner of this chart, and she lent it to me, so I have a working copy of it. And what am I doing? Oh, I want to show you where I was before. So when last you saw this, this is what it looked like. I had just started it, I think a few days in January or February, right down the middle. And this is stitched on 32 count Picture This Plus Storm. And this is where I got to. So not a large amount of progress, but a decent amount. I can see if I can put it on. Beep, beep. The struggle bus is real today. Okay. So I started the flag here, and I carried it up because I'm trying to get up to the top so I can stitch her head and then work bottom down. Because the way that this design goes, it's like chunks of color, but they go like down. And so going up is kind of against my intuition here. And so this is the flagpole. Kind of looks like a blob, but it's a pretty blob. You can kind of see the sparkle. And so that is Lady of the Flag. I feel like that's a decent amount of stitching for 6 weeks. I am cutting back on my work hours in light of my doctoral program, which I will be finished with my doctoral program in December. So exciting. I have one class left in the fall, and then the dissertation kind of piece of it that I am working on. I'm finally starting to make headway on, so that will be done in December. And I will be no longer working full-time starting in May, because I've found that if I have time apart from work and school, obviously I want to spend it time relaxing, doing stitching, etc. And so unfortunately the house as a project in and of itself has gone, I don't want to say gone on the wayside because my husband's been doing a lot of work, but the free time that I have, I've been spending cleaning and doing laundry and dishes and bathrooms, etc., while he does a lot of the construction work. And so going part-time, I think, will help open up some opportunity for me to help him in the more construction-based spaces, as well as focus on not feeling overwhelmed by the need to clean and etc., which it's very hard to keep a 1791 house clean. I don't know. It's like dust. It like creates its own dust. It's fun, but it's work. And so I'm looking forward to that transition. I'll be working 0.8 FTE, so 4 extra days off in a month, which will be nice. I do have a little bit of haul, so let me show you that, and then I will do my giveaway. So the first acquisition I'm going to show you is actually from an antique store. I don't really know if it was just a cutesy little shop, and it is a someone else's stitch work. It was upside down. It was. Isn't that lovely? It's a little, like, I don't know how, so it's a little box. And they sewed ribbon around it. And it's like I don't know how they did it. It's quite cute though. I thought it was darling. So now it sits on my mantelpiece, because it's lovely. I love the pink. It's really well done. And so I may use ideas like this in the future for trying to learn how to finish. So that was my first piece of haul slash acquisition slash kind of thrifting, antiquing, etc. The rest is actual haul. So if this is not of interest to you, you can skip, because I know sometimes it's hard to say no to new purchases when someone's showing something beautiful. I've been there. But some of this is market, and most of it's market. So this one is my first market purchase. It's called Flowers of Quaker by Rosewood Manor. I thought this one was absolutely beautiful. I haven't seen many people pick this one, actually, as some of their market haul. I've seen very few people pick it, in fact, but I think it's stunning. And I got the Valdani floss. Look at those colors. They're bright and beautiful. They just scream spring, and just, they're very girly. I just love it. And I've decided, I don't know when I'll stitch this, but I've decided I'm going to stitch it on this piece of 32 count Molly by Grace Note Fabrics. Oh, which is unfortunately being washed out. It's actually this, it's got a bit of more pink to it. Let's see if I can, nope, it's being washed out. There's a touch more pink to it, but I think it will look good with these colors on it. So that's my first market haul acquisition. The next ones are just patterns, and I should have taken these out of the plastic sleeves, but I didn't. The first one is by Satsuma Street. It's called Winter Woods, and I couldn't say no to that. Look how fun that is. I like the polar bear. I'm just drawn to it, and the mushrooms. Oh, I just love Satsuma Street. I want to stitch everything, but it doesn't, it's like stuff that I would keep in my craft room because it doesn't match the aesthetic of what my husband and I are trying to achieve with some of the other spaces, but I just want to stitch all of it because it looks fun, and it is fun, and they're beautiful. I don't know. The next one is the Blue Flower, and this one's in praise of pollinators. And Lala D Stitches, Laura from Lala D Stitches, is doing a stitch along with this starting April 30th. I don't know if I will participate in the stitch along, but I did really love the pattern, the monarch butterfly. My husband really wants to keep bees, so that's something we've been talking about possibly doing moving forward, but we'll see. We'll see. And then the next one is Scenic Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. I like this. I really am tempted to get I'm going to call it a sister pattern, the Halloweeny one, the kind of it's got the ghost or the skeleton, the coffin. It looks very similar. And this says, "Dear old world, you are very lovely, and I'm glad to be alive in you." And so that is one of my other acquisitions from Market. So that's all I got from Market. And then I got two more pieces of haul. One is a kit from the Drawn Thread, kind of a kit. It is Welcome Summer. And you can buy this off of their website, but I bought it because it also comes with a little bit of the floss, etc. It's got it doesn't have the fabric, but it has the silks. And like this one, it calls for beads, so it has the beads. So I hope to start that this summer. We'll see, because I'm trying to limit the number of starts I have. And then this next one, so it's a piece of fabric, but I want to show you what I'm going to do it with. So I had this pattern. It's called it's a modern folk embroidery piece, the Namari tapestry. Isn't that lovely? It's just beautiful. And it's from Tolkien's poem Namari, which is Galadriel's lament in Lorien, which says, "Ah, like gold fall the leaves in the wind, long years numberless in the wings of trees. The years have passed like swift draughts of the sweet mead in lofty halls beyond the west, beneath the blue vaults of Varda, wherein the stars tremble in the song of her voice, holy and queenly." Isn't that just, oh, I really want to start this. I really want to start this because it just is so amazing. And then I got the fabric that I got for it is Seaweed 36 count by Fox and Rabbit. Doesn't that just look like the forests in Lord of the Rings and Lorien and then I have a hank of, it's PR 150 Silks for You. Never used it, but it's silver. It's just going to be so good. Look at this. Isn't that just going to be perfect? And so I might have to start this during a Lord of the Rings marathon. Yeah. And so that is going to be a new start eventually as well. Whew. I see it and it's just so pretty. So that is all I have to show and tell. But now I want to do my giveaway. And so this was in honor of 2,000 subscribers. I gotta find, because I wrote it down on my phone. And as a reminder, it is a Valentine's Day inspired bag. And it was so much fun reading everyone's comments and seeing everybody's love of pink, to be honest. Clearly, I am still fond of pink. But it was a joy to be able to do something like this and have some fun with people. And so the giveaway winner is Great Witch 21. It's GR8TWITCH21. And so if you would like to email me to claim your prize, I will put my email in the description box below. Just send me your address and I will get this in the mail as soon as I am able. But that's Great Witch 21. So congratulations. It's been a lot of fun getting to catch up with you all, and I am grateful to have this community and grateful to spend time with you all. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. It's April the 7th, so happy Sunday, everyone. Bye.